Hey guys, how's it going? It's Austin here with the Upswing Report, and if you haven't been to the channel, Upswing Report is all about business, fashion, and lifestyle tips for those of us who are on the upswing in life. Without further ado, here are some mistakes that you're probably making with your iPhone. As of June 2017, Apple has reportedly sold 1.2 billion iPhones. Keep in mind that there's only about 8 billion people on this planet, so that's a huge amount of iPhones being sold. But here's the thing, for everyone who has an iPhone out there, you're probably making some of the mistakes I'm about to list. As a side note, if you're new to the channel, I just launched Upswing Apparel, which is my apparel company that's kind of a sister company to Upswing Report. So check out the link below if you're interested. All right, the first mistake that people make with their iPhones is they don't utilize the night shift setup. So ideally, you're not using your phone 1 to 2 hours before going to sleep. And the reason for that is because if you're looking at a screen before you're going to sleep, your mind is kind of telling yourself that it's still light outside, and that's gonna cause your quality of sleep to go down. And even if you get the same amount of hours of sleep, because the quality is not where it should be, you might wake up feeling not rested. So if you use the night shift mode, it's gonna help out with that problem, even though you should still try to not use your phone 1 hour plus before you go to sleep. It's at least easier on your eyes, and again, will kind of help out with the problem of sleep. So ironically, right before I was recording this video, I actually dropped my phone. It was a little bit earlier today, and it cracked my screen, which sucks, which is, again, kind of ironic because this whole video is about iPhones. But this is an older iPhone anyway, so I was gonna get an updated one anyway, but just thought it was kind of funny, and go figure. But anyway, how you use the night shift mode, you go to settings, you go to display and brightness, and you can tick the night shift mode and set your schedule off of that. So the second mistake that people make with their iPhone is they're giving it too much attention. So one thing is everyone has all the notifications set up. The banner ads, the pop-ups, the things that come down. If you have too much of that going on, it's really hard to keep focused on whatever you're doing. And it'll just, even if you're using your phone for texting or emailing and you have a pop-up from Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, then, or if you're on those and it pops up email or whatever it is, it just kind of makes your mind go in too many places. So I personally recommend turning off pretty much all notifications. And if you're using the app, use the app and you check it. But if you're not using the app, it's not gonna pull you into the app if you're using your phone. Or even worse, if you're on your home screen, you're not even looking at your phone, but you look over and you see that there's a pop-up, then you get distracted from it. So I recommend basically turning off all notifications. And another quick tip is to turn off vibrations too. Not only visually are your attention's being pulled away if you have all the notifications on, also you're gonna feel the notifications if your vibrations are on. Now, if there's certain people that you wanna have calling you, or you wanna make sure that you have those notifications, then sure, yeah, leave them on. But as a whole, I recommend turning them off. I haven't had my vibration settings on for probably months now, and I do not miss it. It just allows you to continue on to focus on what you're looking at and not get distracted from your iPhone. The last tip I'm gonna say is utilize Do Not Disturb. I actually have Do Not Disturb set from about 5 a.m. to noon. And so when I wake up in the morning, I can focus on whatever tasks I need at hand, and I'm not gonna worry about people texting me or calling me. Now, I can have my business line set up so that when people wanna call me, they can get through, or if it's a sales call or whatever. But as a whole, generally speaking, I like to have my mornings for the hardest tasks, again, self-development. When I'm spending time spiritually, I wanna make sure that I keep my focus on that, and I'm not gonna be distracted from my iPhone. So to turn off your vibration, if you're interested, you go to settings, and then you tap sound. You hit that button right next to vibrate on ring, and that will turn it off. If you hit that option, your iPhone won't vibrate when you call, even if you have it on silent. All right, the third mistake that people make with their iPhone is they keep it right next to their bed. That's a problem for multiple reasons. First off, depending on where you stand with health in terms of the cancer, from the battery, from the Wi-Fi, from the Bluetooth, from whatever is coming from your iPhone, why not just not risk it and leave it across the room so it's not next to you when you're sleeping? Even when I have it in my pockets, I don't keep it by my front pocket because you gotta protect those things. I put it in my back pocket if I need to have it on my body, or I just leave it on my desk or wherever, where it's not gonna be touching my body whenever I can. But getting back to keeping it across the bedroom, there's another benefit. So when you wake up in the morning, If you have your iPhone right next to you and you use that for your alarm, you can just hit snooze, and it's a lot easier to do that. But when you have to get out of bed, walk across the room, and go grab your phone, it just is like, okay, well, I'm already out of bed. Should I really get back into bed? And it's a lot better in terms of making sure that you're not snoozing past your alarm and you're getting up when you need to be getting up. Also, while we're on the topic of alarms, I really didn't think through this until a couple months ago, but don't use the harsh alarm that Apple has as settings in the iPhone. There's like a dog barking, there's an annoying alarm. There's also a doorbell that really kind of irritates me. So just pick one that is nice and soothing, so when you wake up, you're starting your day off on the right foot. Or you can also actually set up your alarm where it'll play a nice song. So have a soothing, nice song to wake you up in the morning, so it's not like you're jolting out of bed feeling like anxiety or stress out of the gate anyway. So I would definitely recommend looking at setting your alarm not only across the room, but use the right sound for your alarm as well. The fourth mistake that you're probably making with your iPhone is that you never clean it. Now, you don't have to get all crazy with this stuff. Just make sure once in a while you're cleaning your iPhone. And you don't have to use anything crazy. Like if you just use something like a Clorox wipe, which I can link to some of these in the description if you're interested. You don't have to do anything crazy with it, but just make sure that your phone is staying clean. There was a magazine that did a study in 2010 that said that your iPhone is probably 18 times more harmful bacteria than a men's urinal, which is disgusting. And by the way, if you're gonna be using those wipes, the home button apparently is the most dirtiest spot on your iPhone. So make sure that when you're washing your iPhone, give that home button a nice rub down as well. All right, number 5 is a fun one. If you're not utilizing iMessages to their potential, then you're missing out. Not only are there gifts, but there's a ton of other things that you can use. Memes, there's even games that you can use. You can even draw on the screen as well, and you can make balloons appear. You can do like fireworks. There's a ton of things that you can do. So if you're not utilizing iMessage to its full potential, get on it and send some fun messages. Beware, this is kind of a black hole. Again, there's even stickers, memes, games, gifts. There's a ton of things you can use. So don't waste too much time on it, but have fun. All right, the last mistake that you're probably making with your iPhone, to close us out, if you will, is that you're closing out your apps too often. Most apps, if you're flipping them off, it actually takes more of your iPhone's resources to reboot that app and open it up in terms of your battery and your processing speed than just to leave it running in the background. Just let your apps run in the background. Again, it's gonna be using less battery and less processing speed than if you exit out of them and then reboot them when you're using them. All right, thanks. That's it for today's video. Thanks so much for checking it out. If you enjoyed it and you found it useful, please hit the like button and subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. And again, just launched Upswing apparel, so if you wanna check it out, go and see the link in the description. All right guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.